Closing market comments for Monday, December the 7th. Markets started the day lower last night with all the grains trading lower across the board under pressure. Beans were down 11 and 12 cents, corn down 4, wheat down 6 to 8. So it was a very weak opening last night, and the markets traded lower throughout the night into the break. After the break, we started about unchanged, but then the markets rallied as we went through the day, and at the end of the day, corn closed up 2 to 3, wheat up 2 to 3, and soybeans down 4 on the nearby to up 6 on the deferred month. So a little better day in the markets when it was all said and done. Beans were lower on the nearbys. We are seeing pressure on the basis a little bit in the Gulf, and that's putting a little carry back into the market, and we are seeing that activity happen. Otherwise, in the markets, Brazil is 90% planted. That compares to 93% normal. Rainfall in Brazil had most of the areas getting 1/2 to 1.5 inches in the central and northern regions, with more rainfall called for. The Argentina crop is mostly dry, with Cordoba receiving 1/3 of an inch, and that was it. The U.S. today is the cheapest price in the world to buy corn, and we are the cheapest on soybeans through the end of January, and then at that time Brazil takes over and is about 10 cents higher. Otherwise, Dr. Cordanier left his crop estimates unchanged for Brazil at 130 million metric tons on beans and 104 million metric tons on corn. His Argentine estimates at 49 million on beans and 48 million on corn. Weekly export shipments for last week were released. Corn at 28.9 million, a disappointing number, down from 40.7, above last year at 19.3, with 30 to 43 expected, so below the range. And 58.3 needed. Again, we continue to need to get corn caught up. We are still shipping a fair amount of corn at 434 million. That's compared to 257 last year, but still not getting the pace that we need. Soybean exports for the week, 84.4 million, down from 89.1, above last year at 51.5, with 55 to 81 expected, so slightly above the range. And 1,081 million shipped so far this year, so a good year of exports. We need to get 29.4 shipped per week. Wheat exports at 19.5 million. It's down just slightly at 19.6 the previous week, 13.4 last year, with 15 to 22 expected and 19.2 needed. So we're about right on range with where we need to be. USDA will be out with its WASDE report on Thursday, December the 10th at noon. Traders will be looking to see where that is. We'll try to get you some estimates going into the report on where they think the guesses are. A lot of guess on whether we'll change yields in this report. Normally January is the final estimate. And secondly, are we going to change exports? And a lot of belief that we will, but we'll have to see how it comes out. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good evening.